A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. This is chapter 9, compassion. The definition of compassion is a sympathetic consciousness of others' distress together with a desire to alleviate it. Quote, "In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful." Comment. These are the opening words to all but one chapter of the Holy Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose to begin all but one chapter of the Holy Quran with these two attributes, compassion and mercy. He could have chosen attributes such as the powerful, the avenger, the reckoner, the debaser, etc. He did not. What does this tell us about our Lord? Quote, "Truly God is gentle and compassionate to humankind." Holy Quran, chapter 2, verse 143. Quote, "There has come to you a messenger from among yourselves. Grievous to him is what you suffer, full of concern for you, to the believers kind and compassionate." Holy Quran, chapter 9, verse 128. Comment. If our prophet is described as compassionate, we must try to emulate his compassion. Quote, "And what is the uphill road? It is to free a slave, or to feed in a day of hunger an orphan near of kin, or some poor in misery. Then to be those who believe and exhort one another to patience and to compassion." Holy Quran, chapter 90, verses 12 through 17. And now these are the hadiths. Quote, "When Allah created his creatures, he wrote over his throne, 'Verily, my compassion overcomes my wrath.'" This hadith is in Bukhari and Muslim. Quote, "One day when the Prophet was sitting in Medina, members of a miserable tribe came. They had no shoes. Their skin was stuck to their bones because of hunger. The Prophet became very sad upon seeing their condition, and his color changed. He had Bilal give the call to prayer and gathered his companions. From his companions, he took up a collection for the tribe, generously helping them." This hadith is recorded in Muslim and Ahmad. Quote, "Once the Prophet saw a camel which was just skin and bones. He said to the owner of that camel, 'Fear Allah for these speechless animals. Do not let them stay hungry.'" This is recorded in Abu Dawud. Quote, "There was an insane slave girl in Medina. She walked the streets of Medina talking to herself. Most people paid no attention to her. They knew that she had no control over herself. Many were amused by her insane chatter. One day, as the Prophet was speaking to some companions, this girl appeared. She asked the Prophet, 'O Prophet of Allah, will you do me a favor?' The Prophet said, 'I will do whatever I can for you.' "But you have to come with me," she said. The Prophet asked, "Where do you want to take me?" "I will take you to the street, and then I will tell you what I want." The Prophet said, "All right, I will follow you to any street you want to take me to." The people were surprised that the Prophet would spend his time with an insane girl. They knew the girl did not mean what she said. But the Prophet was friendly, and the girl held his hand and asked him to follow her. The Prophet followed the girl through the streets of Medina. She was talking to herself and walking. At a narrow alley, the girl sat down and asked the Prophet to sit with her. He did so. This example of the Prophet sent a clear message to Muslims that leaders are responsible for all members of a community, especially the handicapped. This hadith was recorded in Muslim and Abu Dawud. Quote, "Whoever pats an orphan's head will be rewarded for every hair his hand touches." This is recorded in Ahmad and Tabarani. Comment: Compassion must be shown to all living beings. Any kindness shown to orphans is a great deed in Islam. Quote, "Ali separated a mother from her child by selling them to two different parties, but the Prophet forbade that and canceled the sale." Recorded in Abu Dawud. Comment: Even though Islam greatly encouraged freeing the slaves, it did not outright abolish slavery for various reasons. But Islam did prohibit separating related slaves from each other, such as a mother from her child. Quote, "Whoso sympathizes with the mother of a dead child shall be clothed with a garment in paradise." This hadith is in Tirmidhi. Comment: Showing compassion towards people who are grieving is a great deed in Islam.